Alright. Time for a Rengar beginner's guide. I am gonna be against a Trundle, which is actually a very bad matchup for me. So in a one-on-one, it's gonna be quite the struggle to beat him. So we'll see how that goes. But that does make things more interesting, I suppose. It's back at 50 seconds. I'm gonna place the ward on my Krugs, and then I'm gonna go back and get myself a sweeping trinket. Whether I get a leash or not is yet to be seen, but as Rengar you don't necessarily need one. It would be nice to speed up your clear a tiny bit, but a leashless should still be okay for starting red buff. I generally prefer starting red buff on Rengar since it's his fastest version of a clear, since a red buff full clear is about, if you do it perfectly, it's like 310, I believe. Whereas a blue clear is like a 315 at the same rate. So yeah. Go. Q has a 6-second cooldown, so 124, 125 is generally when you want to jump. Because this way you will be able to get your Q cooldown back right away. Okay, that's kind of fun. I mean, I pinged him and I said that I was going to start topside, but it's okay. The situation is whatever. Now, if this happens to you though, if you don't get a leash, I would recommend you to smite here. And then just go to this camp right away like this. You want to focus on using empowered Q on this one, because it's actually faster to clear this camp with that, due to the extra auto attacks you get off. There we go. Make sure to use your red buff tick to your advantage. Kill the small ones, let that die to burn damage. Guide this one up a little bit, hit it, and then we walk to the raptors. On the raptors, you basically just jump on the big one in the camp, instantly W, walk back to the bush, and then just do that again. Wait a little bit to take some damage, and then do this again. There we go. We walk this one out a tiny bit, hit it like right here, and you should be able to make it to your wolf camp. First thing you do here is just press W again, be in range of it. Now you can make this a little bit more interesting, but I don't think I will right now. You can double camp this with blue, but it's a little tricky, so I'll avoid it right now. Just know that that speeds up your jungle clear by a couple seconds more. Get this Gromp in here. There we go. Pull them together, and then use the double camp here to finish off. This is faster. I mean, if you get a leash, sure, and if you double camp the blue and Gromp, you're faster there as well. But this finishes it off. So this is like the little bit of a scuffed version of it, which costs you seconds, but that's okay. No leash as well. Leash makes this a good amount faster, especially if you don't do it absolutely perfectly. But that's like the easiest concept of a Rengar clear right there. They're both 1 HP. Lux might overstay here, so I might be able to flank from behind. Wave is not going to be there for a while. So getting in from behind on the Lux here would be a good kill shot. Watch that one. Jump to Lux. Snare him. There we go. I have lethal tempo, but this is a Trundle, so I'm probably going to lose. Yeah. Damn, it was really close. If I would have gotten that single Q off right there, which was like half a second out, I would have gotten my W heal and then he would have died. But it's okay. Something close like that is whatever. Fractal had a pretty good counter gank situation right there. I'll give him that. Still worth it for me though overall, since I got a double kill on Seraphine and Lux. Caitlyn has already died twice. That's not great for our situation right now. But yeah. The full clear concept is there. You can do that a little bit faster. You can speed it up a little bit by dragging camps a bit more, by double camping blue and wolves, and that would be that. For the bot lane situation there, you just looked at the wave, and I saw that the wave was not going to come for a while, so I can easily flank in from behind and make a play setup like that happen, which did actually work out fairly well. All this die, W once. Okay, Trundle instantly went top. My delay is gonna have to force me to use Q. If your stacks are gonna timer out, just randomly use Q to get a bit of move speed, which would help you out. I'm Trundle has Tiamat on first back. That's good for him. Ah, shit. Oh, this is warded. Interesting. I can't fight the Trundle in a one-on-one due to him taking my attack damage. Whoa, buddy. There's nothing I can do about that. She's not level 6 yet. I'm not level 6 yet either. I just gotta finish my camps for now. W that. Let's W again with this. Kill the small ones with it. Trying to keep as much tempo in my gameplay as possible here. Looking really to hit that level 6 and stuff. There she is. Top lane, which means I should instantly go for his Raptor since they should be up. Yone should not die to this, I think. As long as he... Yeah, they just hard dove Yone in that situation. So he actually gets a... Whoa, buddy. Stand in the bush so he doesn't get to jump. Dude. Oh, you have no mana. That sucks. I instantly take his Raptor camp here because I know he can't take this. I did not expect to run into the Yasuo right there. He missed. Botlane actually got a kill, which is good. I'm just gonna walk through mid, get my red here. I was able to take his Raptor camp, which is good. I'll take the red here first. If the Trundle is like... No, Trundle died actually, doesn't matter. Never mind. I was thinking he may have survived and taken my red buff, but that's impossible since he died. I should go top right now, even though... Okay, this is gonna be an interesting situation. He's pushing back to that wave. It's not possible. Okay, everything is pushed right now. He could be definitely be doing the dragon at the moment. My gank opportunities aren't looking too great. I could try to lane gank top lane here potentially. The question here is like the dragon. We need vision on dragon. Yasuo ran bot lane. Hug the wall. 10 seconds on Yone ult. If I go for this, we lose dragon for sure. He missed. I mean... Yeah, he missed. That's all I can say. He popped his ult. We're losing dragon. I have to get this into the turret. He doesn't have mana to fight me, or shouldn't have mana to fight me. Actually, bot lane prevented that from happening, the dragon. That's actually not bad at all. But that's kind of a shitty situation. If he hit that ultimate, I'm pretty sure the Asus would have died. Just finish the dragon. That's very good for my team right there. That is ideal. I was already committed to a top play there, so like losing dragon was like pretty much a guarantee in my eyes. However, my team cleaned that up pretty nicely to where it wasn't. This guy should be walking away. Right now, that's way too risky. Yeah, Caitlyn's kind of suicidal on that one. She stuck around much too long, essentially. I mean, we're in a pretty good position here, to be honest. Like, even though I didn't get that top gank off, my team actually fixing that situation right there and actually winning it's very solid. Got the Eclipse soon as well, which is gonna be good. I just need to finish my bot side camps. I really do want to ult bot here as well. I have to go bot. Use the W. I can probably get them. Let's see. Don't get hit by any snares. Yeah, I probably should have done the EQ or the EW on the camp a little, or on the minion wave a little faster to cleanse that snare. I was hoping to avoid getting hit by the snare in general, Why is he doing Rift Herald by himself like that? Interesting. I should have done that a tiny bit faster, because I think I would have actually been able to close the gap on the Seraphine. I don't know why he did this. They killed Trundle, but Trundle got the Rift Herald, so... As long as none of their teammates pick it up, I guess. This is all fine, really, because I just get to... I mean, I got a kill out of bot lane. He didn't get the Rift Herald, I suppose. Unless one of his teammates picked it up. It doesn't look like they did. So he loses more. Get this bot scuttle spawn as well. I auto-attack from the bush there to get one more stack for that situation. Get this, and then I'll have a very good back. 2800 gold. Oh boy, I can't back yet. Okay, she just kind of walked into range on that one. That is good for me. That's something you'll see quite a lot for people facing a Rengar. That they'll just walk the bushes a little bit too much, especially towards the lower ratings. So stuff like this is very common to happen. Get Eclipse, get CDR boots, get another Dirk, and then we're strong. We got through the early game. It was not the greatest early game gank-wise, I would say. Because I did fail my Asus gank, which could have potentially cost me the dragon, but I kind of lucked out on that situation to where my bot lane actually won it. So this should be fine. He does not have Ghost, he does have ult, but his mana is very low, and I believe his ult costs 150. 16 seconds. Guess we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna make this. He flashed. Okay. Right there, what you do is you you prep Q when jumping, then right before you land with a target, you press E. W, basically Q again, is the combo. I do it muscle memory, so I have to think about it. Is it W? Q, E, W, right as you land. So you prep Q out of a jump, E right before you land, W, and then Q again. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, good. I just had to think about that for a second. You want to use that in that order, because you're basically landing your E just as about like when you land yourself. So the E is as close to the range as possible. And it instantly hits with you as well. So it's very hard to miss at that point unless they like flash it or something. And now my jungle camps are respawning, so I need to make sure I keep the tempo in my camps. Like keeping the consistency in your clear for like elos like this is very, very crucial. Okay, that's a flash from Seraphine. That's a Caitlyn ultimate that Lux blocked, okay. Does she have flash? She has flash ult, so I can actually go mid here. Solid kill. Ah, but she's running up the top side here, which is actually not that good. I mean, I don't think she actually saw me through most of that, which is a little interesting, but she shouldn't go top here because that means our man advantage is going to be gone. I mean, I guess she could get the kill. Okay, it doesn't matter because they've hard focused bot turret instead of dragon, which I will definitely take as a trade. Right, if your stacks are about to end, try to press Q, you get a little bit of a move speed boost, which helps you out a bit. Level 11. Okay, Nico's top play worked out. It's a little sketch there, because it's like if you run as a mid laner, if you run top right as dragon is about to spawn, if the fight does occur, then you could lose the dragon. I mean, which is kind of what happened in my situation. Like, I ran top lane, and then the dragon was gonna go on. So I, in my eyes, gave up on dragon in that situation. But yeah, that's like the risk factor you take, really. Game's going fairly well. I could just go for like a collector crit build. Actually, that's not smart. I'll go for the Essence Reaver here. Or not Essence Reaver, for the Spirit of it. Jesus, my guide. Just Edge of Night, yes. Yes, Edge of Night here. get the spell shield, go a little bit more lethality heavy, and then I'll like transition into like crit items. Going Essence Reaver second is perfectly viable if you're going for a full crit build as well. But I think like a nice spell shield will be very beneficial to me here for like jumping into Lux Seraphine. So yeah, that is what I was planning on with the Dirk that I bought. Otherwise I should have bought a Clawfields for the Essence Reaver, which is also a viable choice, of course. There we go. Gotta keep my tempo up as much as possible. Right here for a gank, I could look for an ult situation. I'm gonna go for this guy. I have lethal tempo, so he just dies. That's a good thing about lethal tempo. Also, another thing I want to mention rune-wise for Rengar. You have rune options. Your options are basically lethal tempo and... or, what's the other one called? First strike are your options. Lethal tempo is more consistent and easier to play with, essentially. If you know what you're doing, then first strike is like overall better, because it will give you more gold and stuff like that. It's also better against squishy, so if you know exactly what you're doing, I would recommend lethal tempo against like the more tanky stuff, because you can get more auto attacks in, and then you take first strike for like bursting squishy and insta-killing squishies, really. So that would be the play. I do not have smite here. It's a good kill from Yone right there. Auto attack move. He is not here. Could still auto attack move. Don't know if this is the play. I could technically use the Rift Herald here. I will use the Rift Herald here. We're gonna go for this dive. Standing back, waiting in this bush for something. Flash that. Okay. Not a bad flash for us. Should get another bounce out of this one as well. Check sweeping trinket. Check his jungle. I don't really have anything to fight in mid lane necessarily. Taking his camps as punishment is like generally the best thing I can do. Check his red. Plant isn't up. Team is getting into a fight. Cleanse that thing off me. Good. I messed up, I think. Because of Nasus Wither, I actually don't think I'm gonna survive this. Yeah. Oh, I made an even bigger mistake. I could have gotten out with his plant. I used Empowered Q, so I didn't cleanse off the Wither, so I didn't gain the attack speed. He also has Frozen Art and Tab Eyes, so I actually don't kill that guy. Oh, if I had the jump opportunity on this plant here, that's what I should have done in that fight. I don't know if I actually had vision over that plant throughout, like, the jump potential or not, but that would have been the best play. Without a doubt, really. So in this case I can actually just go for like a nice, like kind of bruiser-ish type of setup. Go for cleaver for the armor penetration for these two. Instead of like, this is like a more lethality-ish bruiser-ish build. You can definitely opt for a crit heavy build if you prefer that as well. And then you just go like, you can go even shield bow if you want. But I would say Eclipse, Essence Reaver into Lord Dominic's for tanky stuff. Or a Collector against a bunch of squishies. And then... yeah, and then Infinity Edge and stuff like that. You just finish out your build. So that would be an option there. Otherwise, this is also a pretty viable build where you go for like a lethality-ish type of setup. Which it's a little bit less crit heavy. Like it's less RNG based, essentially. It still does a good amount of damage. But yeah, it's all optional, really. Oh, interesting. I did get kind of lucky on the map, because this map is actually very favorable for Rengar, having extra bushes. They did fix the broken map for Rengar though, so that's at least good. So that isn't necessarily a big problem anymore. There we go. Go for the one that's the furthest out of position. Generally, when you Rengar ult, you always want to look for the target that is the furthest out of position, and that's the easiest kill target for you, essentially. See if there is in fact a red buff up here. I want to be as sparing with my abilities currently as I possibly can be. Because this way I'll have the most up in case a fight does break out. And I'm in a pretty dangerous territory, I'd say. Let's hit that to hold my stacks for a little while longer. I'm gonna lose my stacks here now, but I am in a pretty comfortable position to get a good flank on somebody. Ideally, a squishy like Lux. Or if the Yasuo walks this way out of base, that would be great. But I should be in a position where there's no vision, because otherwise they would have already collapsed. So this should be okay. Lux died. Turret's one hit. Okay, this is probably an ult opportunity. He is way too tanky for me. I don't have the armor penetration for it yet. I need to finish Cleaver and then I would have killed him. That is like a difference maker on that one. His build's just way too good against me specifically. Like, I will not do damage against him. I'll snare him here. Good. Using my skills to just lock him down right there. Because 3 are dead, I'll just push the mid turret with my team here. Asus actually might be able to defend here. Damn. I was trying for the snare, minion blocked it. I think we should leave. That actually could have killed if Lux positioned that properly. Alright, check his camps again. My ult's gonna be up in like 5 seconds.
Shut down.
He actually got that kill.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
He withered me, now we just W to cleanse that. This time I held my W for that wither. So I don't actually just insta-die. Let's get the wave. Trying to be in like a straight up fight with Rengar in like the mid wave without like ult and stuff is really bad for you. Because you actually do need that, like that jungle advantage, like the jump advantage. When your ult's on cooldown, you generally want to avoid a straight up ARAM fight. Because you don't really have a way to get into the fight properly, which is a problem of course. So here we're going to go Cleaver, and then I will probably opt for this Claw Fields here. I can get Cereldias with this as well, potentially, to get more armor penetration. Because the main problem that I'm currently having is these two. Like, actually, like, mostly Nasus, of course. But the Trundle as well, they're quite tanky. So going for, like, a Cereldias here would be good. I can also transition this into another lethality item. Go for a little bit more of a lethality heavy-based build. Which I could do in the form of... potentially going for, what's the item called? I think the Shield Reaver item is very viable against that team as well. So that would be an option. The Serpfang would be a good choice there. We have a minute 30 on Dragon. I see the Trundle going for his Krug, so I'm just going to ult for this. Is he going to insta-run? He's going to try to be desperate and try to fight me, I'm pretty sure. I missed my Bola, I believe. This time I have Cleaver, so I actually got through him pretty well, even though he has this Hull Breaker. There we go. My main objective now is look for this dragon, because it's gonna spawn in about 50 seconds, and that's definitely something I want to get. Alright, I don't think anyone's gonna happen here. The main issue I have now is that I need to wait for somebody to essentially walk in range of me. So I need... or I have to get my ultimate back. So I'm kind of just standing around seeing if someone would actually walk into me. Or if until my ult comes back up. This should be fine. This is like the ult situation. I'm just gonna insta-kill the Lux here. Prep the Q. And there's the combo. Q, E, W, Q when you land and you're good. Nice. And generally when you are like auto-attacking people out of bushes, try to do an auto-attack move type of situation, because then as soon as you make contact with the bush and you're in range to auto-attack, you'll actually auto-attack that target, which is more efficient overall for like getting the jump off. Because if you're trying to click and you like misclick, walk out of the bush for some reason, that would be pretty bad for you. So auto-attack move generally helps you quite a bit, and I should have helped my smite here. I don't know why I smited up front. But that's generally what you should do, like when you're like trying to jump on people outside of bushes, like or from bushes, is when you should auto attack move into the bush, and then as soon as you make contact with it and you can be in the range of that target, then that's when you can get the instant jump off essentially. And getting that instant jump off is very crucial in certain situations, because in a lot of situations you're only gonna have like a fraction of a second or like a fraction of time before your jump actually continues and goes through. So yeah, that is quite important. Right now, ooh. I was assuming my team was just gonna recall and back off, because we're just gonna recall, play for Baron. That's why I was playing for my own jungle camps right now. But they stuck around for quite a long time, actually. So, it's a little awkward. I'm gonna go for the Seraphine, because I want my double buffs. There it goes. Oh god, I got snared by Lux. That was actually a very nice snare. The snare there prevented me from actually getting away from that fight, because I would have easily survived if not for that snare. I could just flash down here, get to this phase where my team is, and then there would be no problem. But that was a very beautiful, beautiful snare. I'll give her that. So, I mean, I could get this right now, get more armor penetration, but I could also just go for the I don't have the money for Serpfang. I guess I'll just buy the Grudge right now. Get all the armor penetration essentially finished off. This should allow me to easily kill Trundle and Nasus. And then I think a Serpfang lost item here is going to finish off my build pretty well. This is again not a crit heavy build, but the build works very well still. So there should be no problem. Let me get this one. I'm gonna take this, and then I'm gonna go for this. Give me this red buff, Caitlyn. Don't be stupid. Thank you. Good. Nice. And we start the Baron. If you time your Ws correctly, you can essentially tank the Baron for like endless amount of time, even if you don't have like built-in lifesteal. But yeah, opting for like prioritizing Baron here. Yone is doing a good job of just like taking the fight, stalling them out. So this should be fine. I can ult here, catch up with the Trundle. This should be enough move speed, unless he like pillars me off. Oh, that's... Okay, see? Now I essentially just one-shot Trundle because I have the all that armor penetration. Which is what I'm looking for. Like even like the Hull Breaker there definitely gave him a bunch of resistances. But that's the situation I was looking for. Ult's back up in 20 seconds. This build's also nice because with this setup you do have a lot of ability haste, so your ult's like naturally low cooldown. Plus you also have the Ultimate Hunter, which lowers your ult cooldown even lower, so this is a 34-second ult cooldown. Whereas with crit, like you have less actual ability haste on a crit build. So stuff like this is way more rare. Like you, or sorry, way more rare. You can't get this much ability haste. I don't even... My brain is just wandering off. Alright, Trundle is gonna live in a couple seconds here. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure he got like a maybe potential shield on that one. She's dead. I mean, yeah, diving double turrets is kind of sketch anyway. Should be fine. I'll build the Serpfang here as a final item, because that's like the last item I really need to get rid of like the shielding effects from Seraphine Lux, and then also his shield bow, of course. And this is an all-round good setup. You can potentially also, with a setup like this, sell your boots for a Ghostblade, because the late game Ghostblade, like Ghostblade essentially has enough movement speed to replace your boots. So this is something you can replace a setup like this with in the late game. A crit build, you kind of just lean towards a little bit more crit. So if you do that, then like again, Essence Reaver with Infinite, like with Collector, Lord Dominic's, Infinity Edge, stuff like that. I'd say Collector or Lord Dominic's, one of the two, depending on the enemy team. But yeah. Oh damn! He actually spotted me on that one. Interesting. Well, I see an opportunity here potentially. Trundle is probably gonna walk back, right? I would imagine. Or is he just recalling? He recalled. Okay, damn. Oh, I was hoping to get the Trundle with that pickup. Damn, I didn't actually get the Trundle with the pickup there. Okay, good. That was a very nice Nico setup right there. I misread the Trundle in that situation. I actually thought he was gonna walk back so I could just get him before he even joins the fight. Because a one-on-one I should easily be able to win. But yeah, that's it for Rengar. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button below. If you have any questions, leave those below as well. And yeah, subscribe for more videos in the future. See you guys in the next one. Bye.